guys, Divine Chakras, welcome back. Welcome back. I decided to go live because I don't have a lot of space in my phone, and I'm just going to be talking to you guys while I do my makeup. So shit, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do on my face today. I want to talk about Venus retrograde. I want to talk about celibacy. I want to talk about the fact that I'm going to be going celibate. I am celibate. I need to claim that shit already. Grand Rising, Ranching, what's up? And Venus is going to be going retrograde in the next 3 days. So, what are we talking about? October. Hey, love. Hey, Raquel. October the 5th through, I think it's about 6 weeks. So November something, at the end of November, that is when Venus retrograde will be over. And I knew it was coming up, and I've definitely been like feeling the effects of it already. Raquel, you're celibate for 2 years? Girl, pray for me on my journey because I'm about to start, okay? But first, I want to talk about celibacy, and then we'll get into Venus retrograde. And if y'all have questions about what I'm doing for my makeup, let me know, because I know that a lot of people sometimes want to know about like what I do for my makeup. But anywho, so celibacy. The reason why I decided to go celibate. So I don't know if you guys watch Queen Neith. She is the person who runs the Temple of Sekhmet out in Atlanta. And I love Queen Neith. She's actually a doctor as well for holistic health and services. But her and this lady, I forgot her name, but they did this live the other day. And this was on Instagram. And they were doing, for the full moon last week, they were doing like this full moon ritual. And they were also doing like a Yoni steam party type of thing afterwards, right? And what Queen Neith was talking about in that video was like having sex with people that don't serve your highest good. Having sex with people, and this is for men and women, but especially for women because we house a lot of the energy from the man in our womb, in our sacral chakra. So that's why it's so important for women, especially, to be careful of who they allow to have, who they allow themselves to have sex with. Hey, Candy. Candy says, glad this is the topic. This has been not easy choice for me the past 3 weeks. I gotta start somewhere. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. So I'm gonna tell y'all some shit, and it's gonna really motivate you, okay? Because girl, when I did my Yoni steam at home, I had a whole fucking like premonition, okay? So anyways, so they were talking about, Queen Neith was talking about how, especially women, when you have sex with men and you're having sex with men that aren't healed, you're having sex with men that are still broken, right? A lot of us women, we tend to be, and this is just from my understanding, from what I've experienced, women tend to be more spiritual than men, okay? Men tend to not be as spiritual, meaning that, you know, they don't connect to the divine like how we do. Hey, Amber, what's up? If you guys follow me on Instagram, since we're talking about wombs real quick, if you guys follow me on Instagram, and I talk about the moon cycle elixir, Amber's the one that makes it. So that shit is lit. Let me tell you. Anyways, so men tend to be less spiritual than women. That's what I was talking about. So when you look at that and you understand the dynamic of sex, right? Sex is something that is supposed to be for reproductive purposes only. Yes, it is pleasure, but when the ultimate result of sex is for a man to for lack of better terms, ejaculate into a woman in order to fertilize the egg to produce a baby. Point blank, period. Okay. Yes, there is pleasure that comes with it. But again, the ultimate ending is to have a child, is to produce a baby. Okay. So when you look at that, right, you look at the fact that two people coming together, the universe brings two forces together to create life. And these two forces, like okay, if you guys ever like had sex with a man and you had unprotected sex and the man, you know, ejaculates in you and you don't get pregnant, right? That should be a fucking sign, right? That should be a sign, because I know I've had that happen to me. I was with like my ex a few years ago and we, had sex all the time. We didn't use condoms and, he would ejaculate in me trying to make a baby, but that shit never happened. Okay. We just going to be real candid and open today. All right. We're not going to have no cut cards. So that should be a motherfucking sign to your ass. Like, okay, this isn't right. All right. The one thing that I can say about having sex, and I'm just saying like from a literal sense, is that if you have sex with somebody and you don't feel the same as you did before, something's not right. Okay. But we continue to have sex with these people because we're trying to please our lower selves. We are trying to please our pleasure. And yes, we are humans and we want pleasure, but we have to reevaluate, especially in these times, what are we willing to risk for pleasure? And I don't mean sexually transmitted diseases, because that's the thing. I'm talking about spiritually transmitted diseases. Okay. So yes, let that sit up in your heart. Okay. Spiritually transmitted diseases. All right. And what I'm talking about is transferring energy from a man to a woman, especially to a woman where we house the energy in our wombs. Right. And you start to feel a certain type of way. You start to get depressed. You're not motivated anymore. You start to have, you start to not love yourself anymore. You start to become like like reluctant, like all of these different issues that men tend to carry around. It gets transferred into us. And not only them, all the little bitches, okay, that they had sex with before. Okay. So yes, your energy, if you've had sex with a man, your energy has been implanted into another woman. Now think about that. All right. When I was in sex education and, they showed the tree of sex, like you have one person has sex with one person, that person has sex with this person, and so on and so forth, and all the way down. Do you know how many people you didn't have sex with? So on a physical level, put that onto a spiritual level. So think about how much of other people's problems and issues and just all types of nasty shit that you now have in your womb. Okay? Think about that shit. Think about back to all the people you've had sex with. You've now taken on all the issues of not only that person, but everyone that they've had sex with, or every person that they've come into contact with sexually. Okay. And it could go both ways, either for homosexual people as homosexual and you like the same sex. But you have to remember, the man is inserting his penis into your vagina. When you insert something into something, you are implanting that something by that other something. Okay. Let that sink in for a second. All right. Now, let's take it a step further, because about protection. Let me continue my damn brows. We talk about having protected sex. What do we use to have protected sex with? This is everything that I was thinking about, and I'm gonna talk about my Yoni steam. This is everything that I was thinking about during my Yoni steam. We use condoms to protect ourselves, right? Condoms. or birth control, right? Think about all the chemicals, all the shit that they put into condoms. And that shit is going inside of you every time. All right, every time. Think about, like, if you got a man who like has a high sex drive and he's having sex with you, and y'all have sex 3 or 4 times in a night, and you're using 3 or 4 condoms in a night. I know for me, condoms dry me out. Condoms dry me the fuck out. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. Like, I get irritation from condoms, and I'm not allergic to latex, but I get dried out from condoms because it's not natural. It's taking away from your natural lubrication. Damn, that shit just hit me again. Birth control. Birth control. So I haven't been on birth control in years. The last time I was on birth control, I gained so much weight, and now these doctors want to put this long-term birth control into your body. I don't understand. And I mean, you know, I was there, so I can't really sit up here and judge the next woman. But now, being a more spiritually awakened individual, a divine feminine person, why do we do these things to ourselves? Why do we insert things into our body that are foreign, that are stopping the natural reproduction of life? Why do we feel like it's okay? Oh, I take birth control because it regulates my period. What? Like, it regulates your period? Your period is regulated by the moon. So, and it's regulated by your own body. So that's just an excuse. You know what I'm saying? And then you have doctors who put you on birth control. What the fuck am I doing over here? You have doctors that put you on birth control, especially to my Black females, okay? Because, you know, I'm gonna be real. You know, I had Medicaid back in the day. I got Medicaid now, but like, I had Medicaid, okay, Medicaid. Now I got just Obamacare, but Medicaid back in the day. All right. And it always makes me reflect back to when I had Kennedy, and I had WIC, I had food stamps, you know what I'm saying? I had Medicaid. And the very first thing that my doctor wanted me to do as soon as I went to my first appointment was to what? Get on birth control. All right. And I took Depo, y'all. I took Depo. And Depo, that shit made me gain, like, literally, I think I gained like 50 pounds with Depo. Like, it was so bad. And like, I don't understand why we, like, as mothers, like, why do we put our daughters through that? Why do we put our daughters on birth control? Like, just be fucking celibate. All right. Celibacy. Okay. I'm gonna touch on some other things when it has to do with sex, but just be celibate. All right. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's probably the safest thing, especially if you are moving through your ascension as a spiritual being. It's probably the safest thing for you to do for yourself. And why do I say that? Is because there are so many broken people out here, y'all. There are so many people out here that don't know who they are, that don't have a hold on themselves. And a lot of people are addicted to sex. Okay. So when you're looking at an addiction to sex, you're looking at a certain energy that is resonating through someone's body. Okay. When I think about someone that's addicted to sex, for whatever reason, I resonate with anger. I resonate with like really pressed, very aggressive energy. All right. Men who tend to be overly sexualized, a lot of times, you know, they have had some type of early sexual encounter. Even for women, like, you know, we grow up and, you know, we have age, some people 12, 13, 14. I know for me, like, you know, the first time I had sex was at the age of 13. I was in middle school. And like, after that, like, I'm not like, I was never like a sexually crazed person, but like, because of like all the facades that, that social media out, the strip club, not down in strippers, but like, strip clubs and porn movies and all of these, like America, the world is so overly sexualized that it makes people sexually aggressive. Okay. So it makes it seem like sex is okay. Like sex is just like eating a motherfucking banana or, eating a salad, like drinking water. Like it's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen. Like, meaning like, it's not supposed to be something that's like an obsession, all right? Like a sexual obsession. That is negative energy. That is energy that is going to, at the end of the day, it's going to be an energy that's going to fuck you up in the future. And why? Because you're thinking about sex all the time that you can't even focus and you can't even like function on a day-to-day basis with your daily shit. It's just like a food addiction or like a drug addiction. Too much of anything is never good. It's never a good thing, y'all. All right. And so that is why I have decided to be celibate. I have decided to be celibate because I know that there are a lot of men out here that claim that they're spiritual, that claim that they're on this path, that claim that they're doing this, that claim that they're doing that. But in fact, they're fucking not. All right. They're not. They're probably worse off than a regular person on the street. All right. It is a lot of sexual prowlers out here, especially in the spiritual community, because they know that women are looking for someone to heal them. All right. And it was a crazy story about like this yoga facility in DC where this guy was sexually harassing women. And it was crazy. Like my friend told me about this shit. I may have mentioned this before on my channel, but one of my sisters was telling me about that. And I'm like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the mindset that you're not going to get caught up, because it's easy to get caught up, y'all. It is easy to get caught up, especially for us women, because we're so emotional, because a lot of us want love. A lot of us want that connection. We're so pressed to find a man, and y'all got to realize that pressed energy is what's going to get you right back into the same old bullshit that you was trying to get out of. Okay. So that is personally why I decided to be celibate. And when I heard that whole condom thing, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I really, honestly, y'all, I didn't even think about it like that. Like, condoms have chemicals. And here we are talking about, oh, I'm natural. Oh, no, girl, I'm natural. Like, only natural stuff goes in my body. But you up here having sex with a man with a condom. Okay. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. All right. Now let's talk about having sex unprotected. Let's talk about having sex unprotected, because having sex unprotected is a whole new ball game, especially if the man is in fact ejaculating inside of you. Okay, pre-cum is a bitch. I'm gonna just be real. Pre-cum is a bitch, and it's real, and it happens, and that's how a lot of people end up pregnant, and they don't want to be pregnant. All right. Oh my God, come on, y'all. Come on, phone. So, like, I'm literally hitting y'all on both ends of the stick right now, because it's like, oh, if I have protected sex, I'll be fine. No, you won't, because not only are you allowing the chemicals to go in, but you're still allowing that energy to be inserted inside of you, because the man ejaculates inside of the condom. So he is now inserting that energy. He is now implanting his energy inside of you. So honestly, there ain't nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. You have to submit to being celibate if you really want to elevate yourself and become the better person that you truly want to be. There is no way that you can sit up here and tell me, Shalom, that, oh my God, My phone is overheating, y'all. Hold on. There is no way that you can sit. It's really hot too. My phone might cut off, y'all, because my phone is like overheating. What the hell? All right. Anyways, so you can't sit up here and tell me like that, you know, that having sex protected and unprotected is like virtually, or excuse me, having sex protected is virtually more safer than having sex protected, because at the end of the day, it's not, you guys. So being celibate is the safest thing to do. That's why I decided to become a celibate woman, and really just go on the journey of loving myself. There are so many things that you can do to buffer your sexual desires, okay? And masturbation is one of them. And I'm just gonna be real, y'all. Make yourself come, okay? Make yourself make yourself come. And the reason why I say that is because what better way to connect with your higher self and your divine feminine but by entertaining your sexual desires. And it's going to keep you away from men. It's going to keep you away from those men that are toxic. Like, so I know a lot of women aren't comfortable with talking about masturbation. I'm so sorry for you, boo-boo. But Shalom definitely does that, okay? Definitely does that. So it's the thing, you guys. It's time to start connecting back to your womb. It's time to start connecting back to your body parts, to your divine body parts. We have to start doing that, because a lot of us walk around, we're not happy. Even if we're in a relationship with the man, we don't even have the ability to communicate and tell the man that you're not satisfying me. I know I had those issues for a long time, because I was like, how do I communicate to a man that he's not satisfying me without offending him? And there's a way to do it, but you also have to be on the same level with that other person. You can't be having sex with someone that's not even on your level. Like, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so celibacy is the safest way to go. It's going to keep you away from STDs, and it's also going to keep you away from spiritually transmitted diseases as well. If you are having sex with someone right now and you feel like that shit isn't right, it's time to cut that person off. And then it's time to do a full Yoni detox. All right. I'm going to do a separate video talking about Yoni detox and what I do to detox my Yoni. Besides, I actually did my first Yoni steam last week, and it was probably the most prolific thing I could have done for myself. And I'm going to talk about that in that video as well. I want to quickly get to Venus retrograde. I was supposed to be doing my makeup, but I ended up talking. I want to quickly talk about Venus retrograde. So Venus retrograde is going to be happening this week, the 5th. And you guys probably are already feeling the energy. The one thing about Venus retrograde is that a lot of us are going to be in sexual overdrive, especially those that are single. You are going to be really almost desperate. It's going to be like a very like desperate feeling of, you know, I need to, it's not even about the sex. It's about just feeling like you feeling wanted. Venus is all about that love energy. Venus is also about the energy of money as well. But it's all about that love energy. So a lot of women, especially, and men too, you guys are really going to like want to have sex. And I'm telling you now, like, get in the mind state now of just avoiding making stupid decisions. And what I mean by that is like during Venus retrograde, a lot of like one night stands can happen because you're so like you're so like aggressively like sexualized, like you really want to have sex, that you may like meet somebody, let's say at the bar, at the club, and because you're on a one-track mind, you might have sex with that person and go about your life. And even with one night stands, like, again, you're being implanted with the energy of that man or that woman or whatever, and you literally have to walk around with this energy, especially if you don't clear yourself after you have sex with a person. But who wants to do that? Like, it doesn't even, it fucks with your mental altogether. All right. So really be careful about who you come into contact with on a sexual tip when it comes to Venus retrograde. Also, I would definitely say to start really focusing on self-love and caring for yourself and your needs and your happiness during Venus retrograde. This is going to be a time where a lot of people are going to connect with their passions. They are going to they're going to connect with the things that they really, really love. Again, your passions. What makes you happy? What makes you, joyous inside? What makes you smile? What makes you really love life? Like now is the time to really connect to that, and do it and see it through, for the rest of your being. Like really, really tap into right now. Like, what is my life purpose? Why am I here? Spirit, please tell me, like, why am I here? And when you connect with your passions, make that shit profitable for you. Like really turn it into a business. Okay. This during Venus retrograde, I would definitely not invest in any like luxury items because it is retrograde. So I wouldn't do like any high price ticketed items. Even like a house, I wouldn't go purchasing homes. Cars during Venus retrograde, I would not purchase a car. Don't go out and buy that Louis Vuitton bag you've been trying to buy. Like it's not time to make really big purchases. Like you can definitely plan it out and think about it, but I would definitely wait until after Venus retrograde to make any big purchases. Um, Connecting with your fire, again, connecting with your passion. Venus retrograde is about the burning desire of passion and fertility and love, even balance as well. And so this is going to be a great time to really like figure out what you love against like what you don't love. And it's time to get rid of the things that you don't love. And you can really use this energy to do it. Use the aggression, because a lot of y'all, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all are going to be real horny and you're going to be about to lose your mind. So don't say that Shalom didn't tell you. So use that energy in a way that's going to give you the ability to really like manifest everything in life that you could have ever wanted. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. Like instead of, like focusing in on sexual energy, I'm going to really take that energy and transfer it, because if you know, energy cannot be created or destroyed, it only can be transferred. So you want to transfer that sexualized energy into energy that is for your own good. That's going to make you money. That's going to make you happy. Clean house. Get rid of things that in your home that you don't use anymore. Either sell it, take your clothes to take your stuff to Plato's Closet, make some money off of it, or give it away to charity. Now's a great time to start donating. It's the holidays is coming up. Like, do some nonprofit organization work. Like really take that love and that passion for yourself, or for like trying to involve yourself with the opposite sex, and use it for some good. All right. Use it for some good. It's time to give back now. This is the season of giving back. Oh, what else? I think I'm going to do a separate reading for Venus retrograde, but do y'all have any questions? Does like anyone want to know anything specific about celibacy? About like how to, I don't know. Let me talk about my Yoni steam. So I have a bunch of herbs here in my home, and I really wanted to just go off of intuition and just let spirit guide me, and really just kind of make my own Yoni steam. So that's what I did. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I don't even fucking remember what I put into that damn Yoni steam, because at the end of the day, like it was literally like a spiritual connection that I had. It was just like, all right, you need to do a Yoni steam and you need to do it now. So what I did was I put it in a pot, and then I put the pot in the toilet, and I put the seat cover down, and I kind of let it cool off for a few minutes, and then I went and sat on the toilet as if I was going to use the bathroom. Of course, cleaned out my toilet, saged it, all that good stuff, cleared my space, and I literally shut the bathroom door, turned the lights off, and put a towel around me. And I literally listened to sacral chakra energy music as I was doing my Yoni steam on the toilet. So that's how I did mine. And again, it was literally probably one of the most like it literally was very sensual. And I don't mean like sexual sensual. I mean like it really like I almost wanted to cry. Like I really feel like a lot of energy was being released. And because I did that Yoni steam, like I really don't want to disrupt the energy that was released into that pot. So that's another reason why I decided to go celibate, because I'm like, man, I'm doing all of this womb energy work. I'm doing all of this sacral energy work. I don't need no little motherfucker coming along and fucking my shit up. After all of this work that I did, I don't just because of one little like aggressive pleasure moment that I had that I feel like I need to have sex. I have now like taken a whole back seat to my healing. Like I literally was like, I don't want to compromise that energy. So yeah, you guys, I literally felt like I was so emotional. And it really just allowed me to sit and just reflect on like the energy that I've been putting into my womb. And I'm telling you guys, like it's a lot of, and I'm going back to like, you know, energy and sex. Like it's a lot of men out here, y'all, that have very low self-esteem. It's a lot of men out here that were traumatized in their early childhood by their mothers, you know, by their bitter mothers, by their mothers who were mad because their fathers left them. And so a lot of these men take on the negative and aggressive energy from their mothers, and you know, they hold it in their testicles, in their sack. All right. And what they do is they then release it, you know, oh, like, you know how like a lot of guys are like, man, I'm fucking stressed out. I'm mad. I'm angry. I need to have sex. That energy is going into you. Like, woo, man, I'm telling y'all, I thank the universe for this journey, because I went along in life not even realizing that a lot of the issues that we have as women come from men, because men are afraid of their own healing. Men are afraid to heal. And so they're the main ones walking around carrying all this fucked up energy, and all they're doing is just putting it inside of us. They're using us. They're using our bodies, whether they know it or not. Men are using our bodies as a dumping ground. Your yoni is not a fucking dumping ground of a dumping ground for emotions and low energy. You know, like most guys, once they have sex, they you know, ejaculate and they release that energy, and what do they feel? They feel better, right? They feel like they can fucking rule the world. And it's like, oh, so now you feel like you can rule the world, but now I'm laying here, I haven't been pleased, I haven't had an orgasm, but you going along with your married life and you good. You see what I'm saying? So y'all really got to think about things like in retrospect and look at the bigger picture. Like what are we really doing here having sex, right? The point of having sex is to reproduce, period. And I mean, Christianity had it right in a sense where, you know, they say to, you know, not have sex until you're married. Even though I don't believe in marriage in a technical sense, but like taking that information from the Bible, I can honestly say that I understand why Christians say to not have sex before marriage, or not have sex before a committed relationship. Okay. Because like, once you commit yourself to someone, and I mean, the only thing about Christianity is that you aren't healing yourselves together. And I really feel like in spirituality, that's why I love taking it a step further, because I'm like, okay, you know, now we've committed ourselves to each other. Now let's heal together. Let's detox our bodies together, so that when we do come together sexually, that we're both pure in our energetic fields, and we can actually manifest. Do y'all know about sexual energy and manifestation? Oh my God. Like, you can manifest some shit, you know, if you have a person that is on the same like spiritual level as you, or even like a little bit more powerful than you, but you're still like on the same level. That manifestation of you and someone else, like y'all can get a lot of things done. You can get a lot of things done by manifesting with someone who really has your best interest at heart. That's not looking at the relationship as just sex. Like, you know, and they really want to build you up, and they really want, you know what I'm saying, to experience you elevate into your higher self. That's the type of person that you need in your life. Okay. So while you're being celibate, you can use that energy to manifest someone that is going to be as spiritual as you. If not, you know, you all are on the same level and you guys can elevate together. All right. Let me see something here. I swear I love you to pieces. My journey has been a little bit easier since I just, oh, Hershey, thank you, my love. I love you too. I'm glad that you found me. Angelique says, yeah, a good Yoni steam will bring you to tears. Yeah, ladies, I'm telling you, if you have not experienced a Yoni steam, you can do it at home. You do not have to go and pay someone to do it. You can do this at home. And if you do it at home, it's going to empower you. Number one, because you are literally putting the ingredients in the pot that your body is telling you that you need. Okay. Let me think about some of what did I use? I used rose hips. I used lavender, calendula, witch hazel leaf, eucalyptus leaf. What else? Something else. If I didn't say marshmallow leaf. Shit, I'm trying to remember what else I used. I didn't have rose petals, but I did put the rose hip in there. And I think that's really it. I let it steam for about 5 to 8 minutes. Like as soon as I started to smell the herbs, that's when I took it off of the stove. I did put some Florida water in there as well. And then I put it in the toilet, put the seat cover down. And yeah, girl, I sat on that toilet and I sat there for about 30 to 45 minutes. Basically, I sat there until it started to just cool off completely and there was no more steam coming up. That's when I knew I was done. Yeah, y'all, when I got up, like it was just flowing and I was like, yes, get the fuck out of my body. Okay. Get out of my body. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's all I really wanted to say. Do y'all have questions? Does anyone want to talk about something else? I'm sitting here doing my makeup and I'm just like, I don't know. I just want to talk to y'all. What do y'all want to talk about? Y'all got any questions for me in my journey? Anybody want to know anything? Y'all can get personal. I don't care. No questions? Y'all are real shy today. How do I stay positive and with, hold on, Hershey says, I love Yoni steaming. You have no idea how much I enjoy all your videos. I just brought my first smudging kit too. Yes. How do I stay positive and with what, boo? Shan, my birthday is January 13th, 1984. I was born on Friday the 13th. I think I talk about this. I haven't talked about that in a while, but I was born Friday the 13th on January 13th. So I'm all earth. My sun, moon, and rising is earth. I'm sun Capricorn, moon Taurus, rising Virgo. And I'm definitely a Virgo, but I'm definitely also a Capricorn as well. So I'm very grounded. I can be very serious at times, but for the most part, I definitely can feel that I'm very grounded. Like I love to be right all the time. I don't like being wrong. Sorry, but I don't like being wrong. Capricorns love to be right. Yes, we do. And I am very materialistic. Like I love my clothes, my shoes, my jewelry, my makeup. Like if you look right here on like my you can't see on this side, but like I got so I got so much makeup. It's ridiculous. I'm such a girly girl. Like I love getting my nails done and getting my feet done, and I love like skincare products. Um, I love like hair and shit. Like I used to wear wigs all the time. I don't really wear wigs anymore. But yeah, I'm a girly girl. How do I stay so positive? And let me see. Work on negative energy from someone you have a child with. Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Okay, so me and my daughter's father, I'm a life path number 9 as well, Shan. So I shade to that. Me and my daughter's father, we were together for 6.5 years. When I lived in Charlotte, I met him when I went to college. Me and my daughter's father actually had the same exact birthday. We were both born February 13th, 1984. And that is like, that will never happen ever again. It probably doesn't happen, but like legit, I can show y'all her birth certificate. We have the same birthday. And we literally tore each other apart. We fought like brother and sister. You know, like I hate to put my baby daddy out there like that, but like we fought literally like brother and sister. And I remember the last time we like had like a physical altercation, like I fucked his ass up and he never tried my ass again. But the one thing that I can say about like staying positive, especially like working with my daughter's father, is distance. Distance has definitely helped us. And one thing about me is that once I make a decision, like my decision is made and I'm not changing my fucking mind. My daughter's father, he did cheat on me. And when I found out that he cheated on me, I left his ass. I didn't take him back. I didn't even give him or entertain the idea of taking him back. He begged me to come back to Charlotte and I told his ass no. Because I don't play that shit. Like I don't. Like no one is going, I'm sorry, but ain't nobody gonna cheat on my ass. Like you're not gonna have me out here looking stupid in these streets. It's not happening. So a few years later, my daughter's father, he got married, and I hate his wife. I can't stand that. I can't stand that woman at all. But a lot of you may not know is that my daughter's father is a pastor. My daughter's father is a preacher, and he's a preacher at a Pentecostal church. And you know what? When I move back to Charlotte, it's going to be quite entertaining, is all I can say. But the one thing that I love about this journey is that I have been able to develop the ability to stand in my truth. I already have a strong throat chakra as it is, but I've been able to develop a sense of throat chakra energy with root chakra energy, meaning I'm very grounded in how I feel about my life and how I'm raising my daughter. Okay. Kennedy is, if you talk about Jesus to Kennedy, she gonna look at you like, who is that? Who is Jesus? I don't know who that is. She knows who Jesus is, but she gonna look at you like, I don't know who that is. You know, so Kennedy is very influenced by me. And she gets it. She loves crystals and all of that shit. So it's gonna be funny, like when we go to Charlotte. When we move to Charlotte, like it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. And I'm gonna tell you this because man, I got stories for days. Just being young and doing crazy shit because my daughter's father has an older daughter, who I actually raised, partially. Yeah, but you know, he was trapping and in the streets, and I basically like took her and I'm like, bring me my baby. bring me my baby. She was my first baby before I had a baby. And like I would do everything with her. Like we would go to the mall, we would do this, I would do her hair, I would feed her. I had my own place at the time, so she would come and stay with me. I had clothes for her there, like all types of stuff. But how do I stay positive? You know what? At the end of the day, like your problems are not my problems. That's how I stay positive. I really have I don't give a fuck attitude. It is what it is. I have I don't give a fuck attitude. I don't care about certain things. I don't care about what people say or what people think about me. I literally just live my life for me. That is how I stay so positive. And I don't know, y'all, like, it's a part of who I am. I've always been like this. Like, I've always just had, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I never really cared about what people thought. And I don't know if that's just like Napoleon syndrome because I am 4'11", but it's just like, I'm just like a mad chihuahua. Like, I will bark at you and you could be 6'5", and I'm gonna look at you like, but what you gonna do? Who gonna check me, boo? Like, that's how I be. Who gonna check me? So that's how I stay so positive. For someone who isn't positive like me, that tends to be up and down, the one thing that I would definitely say is that daily affirmations are the best way to develop and to increase your positivity. So telling yourself every single day, looking in the mirror work is so vital, especially for those that have a lack of self-esteem, that you have to develop 10 things that you want to say, like you want to pour into yourself that is positive against what is what you know is negative. So for example, if you feel like, I'm overweight, you have to tell yourself, I love, like, and I mean, it may be, you might be overweight, right? And if for health reasons, I'm actually going to be doing a workout video talking about my workout routine because I am down I'm down 10 pounds. But hey, Phyllis boo. But for the one thing I can say is, like, you're going to have to pour into yourself. Like, you're allowing yourself to be influenced by outwardly things. Even if it has to do with like anger issues as well. If you're an angry person, you're always angry. There's a root to every single issue, every single problem that you have. There's a root. Why are you so depressed? Why are you so angry? You have to ask yourself these things. Like, you got to face yourself. You got to be real with yourself and face your shit. That's the one thing about being spiritual, is that you have to you're taking accountable for your actions. No longer can you call on Jesus or call on God or call on Mary and Joseph and Noah to assist you with your blessings. You have to create your own blessings. And that's what I love about spirituality, is that, now I got to figure out why Shalom can be a bitch sometimes. Like, I got to figure that reason out. And that's just because I'm a bitch sometimes, because I'm protecting myself. Because I always felt like I have to protect myself against something or someone. So you gotta get to the root cause. Shadow work, y'all. Shadow work. It has to be done. Let me go back. Let's see. I've been with this guy and he's spiritual as well. We have when we are together, the energy flows. Yes. What about my boyfriend? Okay. So I'm no longer in a relationship. And one of the reasons why is because we were having sex. And I want to be celibate. So me and my boyfriend are no longer together. We actually just went out to the gym together this morning. That's still my boo. We're still really good friends. We went to the gym together this morning. So, I was a vital part in his healing. And we met for a reason. Like, I really believe that's my soulmate at the end of the day. But, we'll come back to each other when it's time. Yes, girl. Yes, Candy. Get rid of his ass. Bye. Yeah, we don't know Jesus. I don't know who that is. As an Aries, I have a hard time controlling myself and my anger. Okay, Harmony. So my mother is an Aries, And if you haven't watched my video about my narcissistic mother, make sure you take a look at those videos. My mother is the same way. My mother is like, okay, so me and my mother, like fire and earth don't work together at all. All right. I always want to be right. She always wants to be right. And we always butt heads. The goat and the ram. Like, come on now. Come on, y'all. The goat and the ram. Jeez. Like, seriously. So, Harmony, what I'm going to tell you is that you're really going to have to figure out why you're so angry. There's a reason, Harmony, why you're angry. You're not angry for no reason. Ain't nobody angry for no reason. No one's sad for no reason. There's a reason why you're angry. And you got to tap into that. You got to figure out, and you got to really dig deep. Oh my God. Now my phone wants to almost die. You got to really dig deep and find out why you're so angry, boo. Life is too short to be walking around sad and angry. So figure out why you're so angry. There has to be something that stemmed from your childhood. There has to be something that that you're lacking that's making you so angry. There is something. Yes, I am a Capricorn. If you missed it, I'm a Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon, Aries Rising. So I'm all Earth. I was born January 13th, 1984 at 9:51 p.m. in the University of Baltimore in Baltimore City. Yes, you have to learn how to harness your anger. It's not easy. I'm telling y'all. I walked around angry for a while, for a long time. And that's just because I was protecting myself. I was protecting my feelings. I always felt like I had to protect myself. What was I protecting myself from? I don't know. I just felt really vulnerable. And again, like it could just be the Napoleon syndrome, but I always felt like I had to defend myself. Like people, like when I was in high school, man, like people used to like people were really, I don't want to say people were jealous of me, but like, you know, people were jealous of me. People were jealous of me. So I developed this tough skin in high school that I had to protect myself from people. And so that's how I became angry. But you got to release that. Do a releasing, cleansing ceremony that's going to help you to release that anger energy. And then also use that anger energy to do some good for yourself. Start a business, create a YouTube, start helping people. Like, it's so many things out here that we can do to stop being angry. Okay. How do people misunderstand is so much, sis? Huh? Wait. I didn't understand that. Yeah, you guys, I have a two-part video series on shadow work. Shadow work does not stop, y'all, at all. I need to start doing some more shadow work my damn self, because there's a lot of things that have come up from this situation with my mother that have really shown me that, you know, I need to start back with my shadow work. But this summer, I'm so damn tired of shadow work, because this summer I did shadow work. Goodness gracious. This damn Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn. Man, Capricorns, we've had a rough ass year. Like, I'm telling you, like, Capricorns, we deserve a break. Like, finally we get a break. Like, god damn. You know, we had Saturn retrograde, we had Pluto retrograde. Like, god damn, universe, like, you know, the GOAT, you know, the greatest of all time, the greatest to ever do it, man. We had the struggle year. Like, this year, even though I left my job almost a year ago, like, it was a struggle this year, y'all. Like, I look back and I'm like, how the hell did I make it through? How did I make it through, y'all? I don't know. It was nothing but divine spirit and source, and nothing but the ancestors, because I'm sitting here talking to y'all now, and I'm still sitting back like, How the hell did I make it? Oh, it was rough. Yes. So you want me to do a releasing spell? I think, have I done that before? I don't remember. I need to do some updates because I've been on here for a year. Oh, you guys. Oh my God. I have to do a video on the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Oh my God, we finally made it to 2,000, y'all. It took me a year to get to 2,000. Like, shit. So yeah, I need to do that video as well. Okay, so yes, a releasing video, a video on releasing, a video on the 2,000 subscriber cord cutting. Oh, I have a video on cord cutting. It's an earlier video though, but I do have a video on cord cutting. Ethereal, it's called ethereal cord cutting and how to do it. The one thing I would say is that if you feel like you're not strong enough to cut those cords, then I would definitely have another spiritual sister do it for you. Okay. Some people, you know, are not strong enough because they have super duper strong attachments to people. So you may need to get a sister to do it. Yes, I do readings. Girl, what? Hold on, what the hell? Yes, I do readings. I currently have a special going on for the month. Thank you, Hershey. I currently have a special going on for the month. So for the month of October, if you want a full month reading for this month, it's $25. If you want a reading for the next 3 months, so October, November, December, it's $35. I would definitely suggest to do the 3 months rather than the month because you're still going to get October. Plus, you're going to get also the remaining months. Moldavite. God damn it, Moldavite. I was just telling my I was just telling my ex. He's still my friend, but I was just telling my friend last night about Moldavite. I do have 2 videos on Moldavite already, but I have since lost both pieces of Moldavite. Well, actually, I gave away one. She lost that one, and then the piece of Moldavite that I did have, I lost it. It is, I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened to it. But Moldavite tends to jump and it tends to leave you when it feels like you're not ready. And I don't blame that Moldavite because I went through some shit this summer. I would have left my ass too. But now that everyone's mentioning Moldavite again, and I'm really like starting to connect with Moldavite again, I will definitely be buying myself a Moldavite piece this week. I was actually looking at Moldavite over the weekend, but I decided not to get it. But Moldavite is a stone of great transformation. It is the sorcerer's stone. If you are looking to really do some heavy transformation in your life, I would definitely suggest getting a Moldavite. The site where I got mine from, because there is fake Moldavite out here, so don't get played, is Inner Vision Crystals, innervisioncrystals.com. Just how it sounds, innervisioncrystals.com. They source all their Moldavite from the Czechoslovakia in the Moldavine Valley, which is where Moldavite comes from. Okay. So yes, check out my video. I got 2 videos on Moldavite and they got a pretty good amount of views. So they were pretty helpful. I asked because I honestly feel like you reading is going break some stuff down and help me. Yeah, Phyllis, just hit me up, my love. You can actually go in the description box once I post this video or any of my videos. All the way at the very, very bottom is the link to my services. But yes, those are the specials. So I would definitely take advantage of them. Yes, great company. Great company. You went with them. You can also, hey bestie, you can also get the Herkimer diamond. The Herkimer diamond is a great stone to work with in conjunction with Moldavite. Now, I would definitely suggest working with Moldavite first to get used to its energy, because that shit don't play. Oh my God. Like, whoa. Oh, that energy. The first time I ever wore Moldavite, I was still working at Nordstrom, and I literally felt like I was in a twilight zone all day. Like, it gave me headaches and everything. Like, but I'm telling you, I swear, I tell people the reason why I left Nordstrom is because of Moldavite, and the fact that I did a releasing ceremony, and I released Nordstrom, and it was not a game. Let's see. Maybe it felt like you weren't ready yet. I'm wondering if I am. I mean, I worked with Moldavite for almost 8 months. No, I worked with Moldavite for 6 months before it left me. So, you know, maybe the time, because it definitely went stagnant. Like the energy went stagnant. I couldn't feel it anymore. And the energy will go stagnant. Like it will go stagnant on you so fast. And you'll be sitting there like, so you don't love me no more? Like, what's that? But the energy goes stagnant because it literally, for what, I don't know, it's crazy. Like the energy is crazy. Like to be such a small ass stone, it holds so much energy. Yeah, so you know, I think it just goes with the waves of your auric field. I think that's what it does. Did I skip anybody's questions? Shit. Oh, why do people misunderstand Capricorns? That is a great question. So let me tell you guys, I'll never forget this. I was working in Charlotte. I worked at American Honda Finance for 3 years. I did repossessions for them, collections, one of the highest collectors in that junk because I was getting that money. And one of my managers, white lady, one of my managers, she said to me that something that I will never forget. She says, Amber, I'm really trying hard to understand you and I cannot understand you. I don't understand you. The one thing about Capricorns that is so misunderstood about us is that we are very stoic and very we are very hard individuals. And what I mean by that is that like we have such a serious demeanor that we forget to have fun. And like our humor is very crude and it's very unusual sometimes. And like I feel like that's why we're so misunderstood. We're also so misunderstood because we're so focused on the money. We're so focused on moving up the ladder that we forget about life. Capricorns, we get in this tunnel vision and we just say, fuck it all, fuck the world, fuck my friends. I don't care how people feel. We forget that other people have feelings because Capricorns tend to not have feelings. I'm going to just keep it real. Capricorns tend to not have feelings because we are so cold and rigid, you know, because we sit on the mountainside and we climb the mountain. We're trying to get to the top. You know, we live in higher elevations. Like that's a Capricorn. Like we are like, to be a Capricorn's friend, man, you got to be a strong person to be friends with the Capricorn. We are very, very straightforward. Are very cutthroat and dry and to the point. We have no filter at all. And we can be downright bitches. We are bitches. We are the bitches of the zodiac sign, Capricorns. But you can overcome that as a Capricorn. You can overcome that. I have learned how to turn my bitch off and on. I've learned how to turn my seriousness off and on because I used to be so serious and like guys would look at me like I like you, you cool, you cute, but you so damn serious. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to take the edge off a little bit. Like, it's okay. It's okay to let my hair down a little bit. It's okay to have fun. It's nothing wrong with that. But like the Capricorn, like me, like when I go to the club, you know, I be two-stepping, you know what I'm saying? But my friends, they be like, like, and I'm like, that's not me. Like, I'm gonna be over here two-stepping with my drink looking cute. And I learned like it's okay to let your hair down. Like it's okay to like look ridiculous and crazy. Like no one's gonna judge you. No one's out here judging you. If anything, Capricorns are judging themselves, and we judge ourselves so much that we talk ourselves out of things. And you know, a lot of times Capricorns miss out on life because they are so rigid, because they are so like just stuck on one path. And I had to realize that life isn't so freaking serious. Like you don't have to be so serious about life. And this is just for anybody. Like it's okay to have fun. It's okay to overspend a little bit. It's okay to overeat a little bit. It's okay to go out on a date with somebody that you may not really like, but you just want to have fun. Like, it's okay. Like, stop worrying about what other people are going to think or going to say about you. And I think that goes back to why I'm so positive all the time. Again, because I've developed a I don't give a fuck attitude. And I had to realize like that life is too short for me to be so focused on trying to be so perfect all the time. And that's the one thing about Capricorns is that we always want to be perfect. And there is there's like I made a post on Instagram and I was like, perfection is dead. Perfection is dead, y'all. Like, stop trying to always be so perfect. Like, perfection is dead. It's dead. It's a done deal. It takes up too much energy anyway. Let me do this wing liner real quick, y'all. And this joint done dried out. All right. Anybody have any other questions? This is some great dialogue. Yeah, Phyllis, you got to let that uptightness go because, like, I think, like, especially for me, because, like, this year has been the most transparent year for me. I've been very, very transparent. If you guys don't know, if you want to see like another side of me, I have an entire makeup channel that I'm no longer active on. If you want to look me up, it's Glam by Am, where I it's a whole channel dedicated to makeup, like literally. And like I'm so different on that channel. I look back on those videos and I'm just like, because that wasn't the woke shalom. That was the amber. That was amber. That was amber in those videos. And I look back and it's so like I'm just like, I be cringing like, oh my God. But it's a part of who I was. And Venus retrograde is also a great time to reflect on past relationships. And you might have exes and people that you tried to push out your life. They might be trying to come back and get up in that jump. Yeah, Harmony, being a Capricorn moon, I couldn't have my Capricorn and moon because, that's a side of you that like, that's the side of you that comes out in the dark. I love being a Taurus moon. Woo, I'm all earth, but god damn, I couldn't be a Capricorn moon. No. I personally don't give a damn what other people thought of me. Yes. You have to live for yourself, you guys. Like, I can't say it enough. I really can't say it enough. Like this whole situation with my mother has taught me that even our parents sometimes don't know what's best for us. And that a lot of our parents are broken as well. I know that my mother is broken. I know that she has a lot of things that she's going through internally, but I feel like, because of the generation that she comes from, my mother's almost 70, that she feels like she doesn't owe me an explanation for anything because I'm her mother. And, I have to respect her. Like that generation is, I'm your, and you got to respect me. And it's like, but what about me? Like, I'm just supposed to be thrown by the wayside. Like, I'm not supposed to get respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So, girl, don't get me started. Anyways, let me move on. Can I give any advice on staying focused? Girl, that's a hard thing for me to do. Let's see. So, excuse me, staying focused. The one thing that I could say about staying focused is writing things down, having a vision board. Like the one thing that I'm about to do is buy me a big ass dry eraser board. And I want to get two. I want to get one for writing, and I want to get another one that has a calendar on it. And what I want to do is I literally want to start planning my life. I've never been a planner. I've always just lived in the moment. I've always just been a person that takes risks. That's one thing that Capricorns, not Capricorns, that's one thing that Virgos do, is that we tend to like just kind of go with the flow of life. And I need to be a little bit more rigid, especially with like time management. And that's a lot about staying focused, is you have to create a plan in order to stay focused. Also, working with blue stones helps to stay focused. So like sodalite, lapis lazuli, blue kyanite also helps with staying focused as well. But you have to know your goals, and you have to know where you're going, and you have to be able to, oh my God, hold on, y'all. You have to be able to own it. Holding yourself accountable. If you don't hold yourself accountable for your goals, who will? Especially as an adult. Like, you got to hold yourself accountable. Accountability is so important. So that is definitely one thing I would say to help with staying focused. I know that there are some herbs that help as well. Like, I don't know if you like have ADD or like some sort of like predetermined like, you know, I don't want to say disease, but like condition that these fake ass health people give us. Because they tried to diagnose my daughter with ADD. You know, her teachers were complaining about her not being able to stay focused. But I tend to see that air signs are like that. So you might be an air sign. So Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses, they tend to be very aloof, and they tend to like be in their head and in their imaginations all the time. And Kennedy is a Gemini, and she's a dreamer. And like, you know, she'll daydream. Like, I'll be talking to her and she'll be like, huh? And I'm like, girl, what was you doing? But you have to be able to turn that into something positive. So again, we have to learn how to recycle energy that we don't want in ourselves anymore. That's a good one. Learn how to recycle energy in yourself that you no longer want. So, you know, you have to tell yourself, you know, I'm going to be focused today. I'm going to be focused today. I'm going to stay focused today. I'm going to stay on track today. Like, sometimes you may have to put down your phone, you know, sometimes you may have to like pull away from something in order to really like get yourself focused and on track. So, that's some pointers on how to stay focused, but definitely like getting, a vision board and putting it in your sight to where you can see it so that you can stay focused. Like, and then holding yourself accountable. Even if you have to have an accountability partner, they don't have to be spiritual, okay? They could just be helping you to stay focused with your goals. Like, I think that is the best way to do it. All right. I saw a question that flashed. Someone wanted to know, how do I meet like-minded people? And that is a great question. So you got to get out in your city, and you got to find people that are like you, and you got to go to places where people like us tend to dwell. So metaphysical shops, yoga places, like your local natural, like your local like Whole Foods market, not actual Whole Food, but just like, you know, your natural markets, your natural herb shops, things like that. Now, if you don't live in an area that has these, because I know that, you know, some of y'all may be in like a rural area or an area that doesn't have any of these things, you know, if you're willing to travel to the next largest city, I would definitely say invest in your personal development by doing that, so that you have, you know, a team that's physically there. Because, you know, meeting people on the internet is cool, but like, if someone lives 5,000 miles away from you, how can they physically be there for you? Or, you know, you guys go out and do things together. So you got to be willing to travel, you know, if that is something that you're able to do. And then also, again, getting out, like go to shops and talk to people. Like, don't be afraid to talk to people, y'all. Like, I mean, if someone, you know, is acting funny, well, just say, you know, okay, well, you know, it was nice to meet you. Have a great day. But I met some really cool people by just being in the damn crystal shop. I'm gonna just be honestly real with y'all. I've met so many people from just being in the crystal shop. And I'm a talkative person. Y'all know. I'm a talkative person. You know, I like to spread knowledge about crystals and about things that I know. And so, you know, I tend to make friends like that because of that. I know my girl Jamila, who is the soulful veganista on Instagram. I met her in the Crystal Fox, and I just walked up to them because, you know, there were 3 melanin queens in the crystal shop, and I was like, yes, honey. And Jamila was like, it was something about you. I knew it was something about you. Like, I just kept looking at you like, it's something about you. And I'm telling you guys, your vibe will attract your tribe. Sometimes you may have to like put yourself out there. So, you know, like for me, I know I wear like a lot of crystals and stuff, which attracts people to me. So you gotta be the light that you are, right? So if you want to attract people that are on your light level, like walk around with crystals, walk around with all your crystals on, and you know what I'm saying, like your nice like tribal wear or whatever, and and see how you attract people that are on the same vibration as you, because they're gonna see that you have these things on and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, she on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't walk around with a corporate suit on trying to attract people that are metaphysical. It ain't gonna happen like that. Like, because you look like you're part of corporate America. Like, you got to remember, like us human beings, we are all about looks and about first impressions. So if someone sees you in a suit, they're not going to assume that you're metaphysical. Let's just be real. So that's my solution for that. I'm starting to get hungry. Whew. All right. I'm almost done with my makeup. It took me forever. Any other questions, you guys? This was so much fun. Like, I had fun talking to y'all today. You're welcome, Patrice. Yes, girl, level up like Sierra. Oh my gosh. Level up. Level up. Level up. Where is my eyeliner? Nope, that ain't it. Y'all got any other questions? Anybody want to know anything else? Just a heads up while you guys are on the live, I am doing a tarot class this Saturday. It is going to be available on the Zoom app. And it is $10 for the session. It's going to be about an hour long. This is the first of many installments. I don't know how many installments, but this is the first of many installments. If you are interested in joining my tarot class, it is going to be this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Zoom app. Okay. And to those that have signed up, shout out to those that have signed up already. The information is in the description box. Once I upload this video, it will be there for the taking. The payment options are PayPal or Cash App. And once you send your money, then I will be sending out the codes. I need to actually work on the codes this week, sending those out to people so that you'll have the codes once we go live on the Zoom app. All right. To be in the class, I would definitely highly suggest that you get the Waite Tarot deck, because that is considered to be the universal tarot deck. And most, if not all, tarot decks are based off of the Waite Tarot deck. So if you learn how to read Waite, you can read damn near any deck that's ever put out in life. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, girl, I'm coming to Charlotte. Like, I'm sitting up here thinking like, What are the metaphysical shops in Charlotte? Like, I hope they done stepped their game up since 2000. Last time I was in Charlotte was 2011. No. Yes. 2011. That was the last time I was in Charlotte, and they had Infinity's Inn. So, and at that time I wasn't woke. They're whack, girl. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna have to take a trip to Atlanta, because Atlanta, they got all the metaphysical shops. It'd be lit as fuck. And maybe I might be opening up my own junk down there. Having my studio down there. Like, what? That would be so lit. That would be so lit. Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. My bad, Sean. Well, we can go. Shit. My brother. We could go. I'm still trying to figure out what side of town I want to live on. When I left there, I was on the west side. I was over by I was off of Tuckasegee, off of Tuck. And that's right by uptown too. I think I may want to live in that area again. It was decent. It wasn't bad. It was actually right around the corner from the airport. Right off of Billy Graham too. So it was kind of like this. Cause Charlotte ain't nothing but a figure eight circle, whatever. I know I don't want to live on the north side. I definitely don't want to live on the north side. So I'm either thinking the west side, like in the better part of the west side, not by Smith, because I went to Johnson C. Smith, and that Betty's Ford. Oh no, Betty's Ford is it's about it over there. But I definitely probably want to do like the west side or the south side, or like the east side moving into the south side, like right there off of oh my god, what's that road that intersects Independence Ave, not Albemarle Road, but I can't even remember. Eastway, is it Eastway? I don't know, I don't remember, but yeah. I think that's where I want to live. Yeah, south is good. I lived on the south side for like 4 years. I had an apartment for a year, and then I had a townhouse for 2 years. I love the south side. Like, south side is lit. Yeah. No, you don't want to live there anymore. Straight hood. Yeah, nah. The west side. I mean, I definitely dealt with the hood in the west. Not doing that. And I got Kennedy. I ain't got time for that. I do not have time. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I need to go eat. Oh my God. I feel like I'm about to lose my mind right now. I'm about to eat and do some things. And then, what time is it? 12:18. I really planned on recording a video today for you guys. I will see. But I need to like do some strategizing for this class for y'all. And then I need to vacuum and do some cleaning. And then I'll probably relax a little bit before Kennedy comes home, because we're going to go look at this after school program for her, because for the holidays, I'm about to be working like crazy for Chanel. And then I'm trying to get a little overnight part-time gig at Macy's doing visual merchandising. So yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. You know I do. I'm going to figure out what I want to do for this giveaway, for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Figure this out. If you follow me on Instagram, if you want to know why I deleted all my pictures really quick, I'm doing rebranding. I have separated divinechakras, and I now have moved my jewelry to Divine Jewels. Divine Jewels is, I can't remember. Divine Jewelry, Divine Jewels. Anyway, sorry, y'all. My brain, I can't think right now. So I will put the information for my new page for all of my waist beads, beaded jewelry. I also will be adding vintage jewelry as well. I am a vintage jewelry collector, and I am definitely going to be doing, I want to become like a certified vintage like seller. That's one of my goals. So I will definitely be selling vintage jewelry on there as well. But yes, so I will put the information for my new page, for my jewelry page. It's separate now. So I will no longer be posting jewelry on Divine Chakras. Divine Chakras will be strictly for my services, as well as healing and uplifting and empowerment, and of course, readings. And then everything else, Divine Jewels, will be on Divine Jewels. All right. It's divine.jewels_. All right. So that is my new Instagram. I have a few pictures on there, but everything will be coming. I'm just rebranding, y'all. Like, I'm rebranding, and it's time to really start to take myself seriously. I'm an LLC, and it's just time to step my game up. Like, it's time. Like, fuck, ain't nothing else for me to say. It's just time to step my game up. So you'll be seeing a lot of new things coming from me. I'll still be, of course, on YouTube. Nothing's going to change about my YouTube. I love my YouTube. I'm super candid on here. So it is what it is. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And let me make sure nobody else said anything. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Be awesome. Say your affirmations. Okay. All right, you guys. Check you guys later. Peace.